Hello. I think the recording has started. Yeah, good morning, everyone. Today, we'll be talking about how you can make full applications using the Cloud Dev extension of VS Code. Specifically, we'll be looking into how we can make the Tic Tac Toe game, which we have all grown up playing in Python without writing a single line of code using Cloud Dev and its using Claude and its Cloud Dev extension along with the Sonnet 3.5 model. So let's get started. Let me share my screen. So first things first, you would need a Cloud Console account which you can create on Anthropic, and this would be your portal. You would have to generate an API key from this section. You can just create a new key and generate it from there. After that, once you have the API key, you'll go in VS Code, search for Claude Dev extension. This is the extension which you want, the one developed by Rizwan. You will install this extension, go in this extension, go in the settings, and over here, the API provider will be Anthropic. This is what we'll be using for using Claude. The API key which you copied, you'll put it over here. You'll select the model. Right now, I am using Claude 3.5 Sonnet, but you can select any of the other models. Then you can provide any specific instructions if you want. And you can, for each task, you can set a number of maximum requests. So right now I'm setting it as 30. So for one task, it will not use more than 30 requests. Once we have everything set up, what we're going to do is we're going to open the Claude. We'll click done. We'll open Claude Dev. Okay, done. Now, first things first is I want to create a tic-tac-toe game. So I give the prompt that I want to build a tic-tac-toe game using Python. The game will have three difficulty level, easy, medium, and hard. And before we start a game, we will ask a user to mention which difficulty they would like to play. Once you do that, I gave this request to Claude. Using multiple requests, Claude was able to generate a file, which was the tic-tac-toe game. This is the file in this is the file in question. It generated a file called it created a Python code, which is tic-tac-toe py. It it generated the code. It asked me if I want to save the file and asked me if I want to run it. So once I ran it, this is what you'll get. So let me run this file. This is the entire file. This entire file is generated by Claude Dev based on just the prompt which I gave. Okay. So I'm gonna run the Python tic-tac-toe. It asks me for which difficulty level I want to play with. I'm gonna go easy. Right now, grids are 1 to 9. I will specify which grid I'm playing in. So I'll put it in 5. The AI response. Now I'm going to do 1. The AI response, and I'm going to do 9. Do I want to play again? No, I'm fine. So using just the simple prompt, Claude was able to give us fully working tic-tac-toe game. However, playing on CLI is not exactly fun. So I want this game to run on the like to give me a graphical user interface to play with. So since now this task is completed, I create a separate task. Now I give it a prompt. Over here, you can specify the prompt or create a new task. I give it a prompt saying that the game is working. Now instead of being able to play via CLI, I want a GUI which will allow to which will allow me to play the game. It creates a separate task, and then based on that, Claude will respond that it wants to create a new file, which is tic-tac-toe GUI. And once it is done, it will ask me if I want to run it or no. So this is the tic-tac-toe GUI file created by Claude. I have not written a single line of code over here. Everything is written by Claude himself. The Sonnet model specific gave us this code. And then it will ask us if I want to run it or no. So this is the command I can use to run it. It will ask me if it wants to, the Claude wants to execute. And if I allow it to execute, it will execute it. But since I've already developed it, we don't have that option. The task is completed. So now I can run this game which Claude developed. And let me just get it. Yep, this is the GUI for the game. I'm gonna go with easy. I'll put X over here, X over here, X over here, and voila, player X wins. So you can see how we build an entire game without writing a single line of code using the Claude Dev extension. This opens a wide range of possibilities for things we can do with this. Thank you. Thank you for listening to this quick demo of Claude Dev.